Hey everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Star Wars figure review, and this time it is the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. A little bit of a... I feel like they could have just said 332nd Battalion Clone Trooper or something like that. I don't think they quite need to put Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. I think we kind of get the idea. But it's not like if they brought up their their unit in conversation, they'd be like, "Oh, the 332nd Ahsoka's battalion." Like it would just be 332nd. That's just a little gripe, but here they are. Got two of them, flanked by their 501st counterparts. You can already kind of see that the blue on the 332nd is much more. This is like a kind of like a slate blue or something, like kind of like moving towards like the realm of grays, where this is more of like a royal blue, which is more accurate if you were to ask me. These ones are very dull. I don't know why they can't get a uniform blue to use on all of them, but that's where we're at with the vintage collection, apparently. So let's take a little peek at them. This is the other accessory they come with, as usual, the blaster rifle. They do seem to be making them in a slightly less gummy plastic. It is a little more rigid, but they could easily be doing them in a very hard plastic and kind of negate any issues we have with them, aside from there being like no weathering on them. But if they were a nice hard plastic, we would not be complaining at all, I believe. But here it is. The paint on the helmet is actually pretty nice. It lines up pretty good on both of them, thankfully. One issue I do have with the the normal clones they've been doing is that when they're in the package, I get it. You want to show off the figure and stuff. Here's the card art while I'm talking about the package. It's weird. It's like, I don't know if that's a picture from the episode or not. It kind of looks like an artist rendition, which would make it a little stranger. Especially that's like almost the exact same helmet, so they probably just copied and pasted. But it'd be nice if they stuck with like a consistent style rather than going between like cartoony and like realistic. Especially with like the ARC troopers, with like fives, they did like a realistic depiction. It didn't look like him, it didn't have his tattoo or anything, but then it went from realistic to like with his helmet off to like realistic with the helmet on with Echo, and then Jesse is like a cartoon version of him, and it's just like very inconsistent and a little weird. But I take all my figures out of the package, so it doesn't bother me that much. But I can see why it would be an issue for like on-card collectors that like the consistency like that. But yes, back to them being in the package is that their helmets are on. And I had an issue with this guy is his eyes were like, or his whole like face deco was kind of like shifted over slightly. I'll bring him in real quick. And you can see that his like eyebrow like goes off his eyebrow, and his eyes were just, they're all, everything's just shifted over by like probably like a millimeter or something, but it just throws everything off. So I gave him a little beard, and I think he looks pretty awesome now. The beard detracts from any oddness you might have, but thankfully, both of the ones that I got are, they look fantastic. And there's even like a glossy like paint. It's not even like really anyway, like it doesn't like change the coloration much, but like it adds like a glossiness to like his like the lips, and it just like it's just very impressive to me that we've got that level of like detail added. They could have just not done anything paint wise to the lips and saved a fraction of a penny, I'm sure, in the production process, but that would all add up. But the fact that they have the helmets on in the package is annoying because you can't see how the face looks. for somebody like me that I open all my figures and I take pictures and I do like these reviews and videos, and I don't need like an eye drifting to the side or something. Um, but and he can wear his helmet like a hat if you would like. However you want to play with your figures. But I don't mind these helmets too much because they do slip on very easily. I have had some issues with eyebrows rubbing off on, especially my Rex from the Bad Batch 4 pack, and my Boba Fett, actually, the deluxe Boba Fett that I got. His eyebrows are actually rubbing off a little bit, um, which is why we should be doing swappable heads, especially for these. They've only got the one, like, it's not a dumbbell, it's just like an easy, like, pop on single ball joint. Like, they could be easily doing swappable helmets for clone troopers, and then we could get rid of the inaccurate, like, shape of the helmets, the oversizedness of them. I know um, the Phase 1 helmets look a lot better because they're like a little more slimmed down. Um, we'll see how those fit on these heads when we get that 4-pack in from Hasbro Pulse, if that decides to ship anytime soon. Um, that'd be cool. But one of the other issues I came across actually with this figure, and put his, keep his helmet off because they got pretty faces. Look at that. That on this guy, you can actually see, I've got the 501st next to it, you can see that the chest armor on this one goes up much higher, and it's like a like misprinting, like mispaiinting of the armor. This is accurate, how it goes down here. This isn't, but it's very deceiving because, like, if it was like just the white that goes up, and the blue didn't continue up, you could tell that it was like unpainted. But since the blue goes all the way up, it's very deceptive. But this is actually supposed to be painted further down, and you can actually see. I'll get up closer. You can probably tell. Um, there is like a texture difference. You can actually see where there's like the undersuit texture right up there. Um, and that's on my other one too. So I'm assuming that's just an overall mass issue with them. And it's not a make or break thing. I'm gonna paint them when I get the time to fix that up. But yeah, that's just a little thing that I'm sure not many people have noticed at all. But I noticed it because I'm weird, I guess. um, But yeah, they've got all the same articulation, ball joints here. They've got like the ball swivel hip thing. Um, the knees are good. The, the overall issues with this are just that it's an older figure. Thankfully, we're getting a new clone sculpt soon. It's just a little frustrating that they keep pumping out these clones and then they're going to be making a brand new body. Like, it would have been cool if they were like, hey, we're not going to have any clones for a little while, but we're making a brand new clone body. But, they're trying to squeeze this mold for as many pennies as they can. Because I'm sure, like, every one they make now is just like, they paid off those tooling costs a long time ago, so they're just making bank with all these guys, I'm sure. Also with these ones, they have the like thermal detonator thing back there, like the whatever it is, the back to thing. It is got the sides painted for some reason. I don't know. Um, and then these guys have like the two little buttons on them painted for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. It's a whole lot of I don't knows when it comes to the paint and stuff. They also have a little blue band here, which they don't on those, which this is more accurate to like the 501st design, and then it doesn't flare out at the bottom of the paint here when it does on that one, so that's an inconsistency, but whatever. I just want them to look, I mean, all the clones like had different designs and armor paint on them anyway, so um, yeah, I just want their faces to look good, the paint to be lined up properly. And those are my main concerns. Yeah, overall great figure. It's awesome to have them to go along with Ahsoka from those episodes. I just think it would be really cool if Hasbro did like a sub line of like, because blind box things are huge, like blind bag things. I think it would be awesome if they did like a clone line and just, but wait for the new clone body though. Of course, they can open up the new line with that, pump them out, be like, hey, there's like some clones that are rarer than others. Maybe you've got like uh, was it Waxer and Boyle? You can have like them as like ultra rares, and then have a bunch of like kind of random grunt guys. Have the heads be a little bit different. So like you don't quite know what the head's going to be, and even if you get duplicates, you can like swap the heads to make like different characters. I think that'd be a fun idea for Hasbro to delve into. And if the line doesn't sell, then we can get a bunch of clones on clearance. That'd be sweet. But I digress. Fun figure. If you've gotten this clone sculpt before, you know what you're getting yourself into. And I, wish you luck when taking those helmets off, and hoping you've got some pretty clone boys underneath. Because we don't want no... I mean, I guess they could be a defective clone. It happens. 99, may you rest in peace. But that is it for all you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. You picking up any of these guys? If so, how many did you get? I got 2. I'm a cheapskate. I only get a few guys here and there. But I know some of you must be crazy and buy like 50 of them. I wish I could. Believe me, I wish I could do that. But yeah, go follow me over on Instagram, JohnRunner88 over there as well. I post a lot of fun behind the scenes pictures, and then like things from different angles. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.